I was just stabbed 4 times, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's part of the game. You got to charge to the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're trying to be great, you're going to have people that's going to come around and try to stop that shine from you. You know what I mean?
Today, actually, we got Wilson Mascarina. He's our professional boxer from the United States. Doesn't get any better than that. Can you tell the public a little bit about yourself? Like, how do you get into boxing? What make you get into boxing?
So my name is Wilson Mascarina. I was born in Portugal. I moved over here when I was 12 years old. You know, I grew up in a household where it was 7 of us, 2 bedrooms. I was raised by my aunts. Like I said, I moved there when I was 12. I started boxing originally when I was about a junior in high school. That was about 2013. You know, I was just going through my whole mental phases in my life, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to do something different. I needed something different. So, you know, I just got myself into a boxing gym, you know? I never expected me to be where I am today.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And it's a blessing.
What made you come to the United States?
Well, mostly because my father was already here. My father was already living here. Also, he had my little brothers here, so I moved over here, you know what I mean? My mom was already living in Florida, but my dad was already over here, so.
When you said martial art, what other do you think you bring to the sport other than boxing? Because it's
well, when I was also in school, you know what I mean? I did wrestling. I did wrestling for about 2 years.
Nice.
I also did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They call it capoeira.
Capoeira.
I did that for a year or so. So my feet were good. You know what I mean? My hands were good. So I'm all around fighter.
So any boxer that will be, let's say, facing you, you bring in a challenge to them because it's like you had the previous knowledge of different style of fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit differently when you do it like that. Do you think that actually is an advantage to yourself, or do you feel that it's just like it takes away from you?
I mean, I feel like the only advantage that it gives me is just the mindset of a fighter. You know what I mean? Just being able to having that mindset of a fighter, meaning just you have a heart of a warrior. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. A lot of people, they don't have that mindset to get hit and keep going. You know what I mean? Or they worry about too much different things. Like me, I was already able to phase everybody out and able to focus on what I gotta focus on. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I think the mindset was that it plays a big part when you're a fighter in general.
So at one time when we're doing things right, we feel inspired by others. Is there any, let's say, professional boxer that you look after? Because I said right now, you're a professional boxer as it is. And guess what? You're building your own legacy, and we 100%. Know it. But is there any of the people that have done prior that you look that you can use as an inspiration and be like, oh, I like the style of fighting with that person, or anything?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, if we're talking high professional fighters, I mean, I like watching Roy Jones. I like watching Pernell Whitaker.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, we're taking it back. But what made me even push more is just like, I guess it's just my surroundings. You know, people that push themselves to a different level. I mean, I'm talking about my friends.
Nice.
I'm talking about other fighters as well.
It's anything that you would like to be doing, let's say, to represent either your country or part into the United States.
I mean, of course, I would love to represent, you know, my city, my country, especially in the Olympics. I mean, if that comes along, that's a big opportunity. I would love that. You know what I mean? But for now, I'm just going to take what I got, you know what I'm saying? Use my name and represent what I can. And
so do you have inspiration to go to the Olympics?
Absolutely. One day, hopefully. We'll see how that goes.
And that day, we're going to bring that gold medal back, right?
100%.
That's one of the
100%. We're going to bring some type of medal.
Who actually support your career and other than friends and family as well as sponsor?
Man, I mean, I get a lot of support from, like you said, family, friends, the city in general, and I'm very thankful for that. And any other business that's out there that's willing to come out and support, well, I'm very welcome of that. I appreciate things like that. You know what I mean? But we have good company, good businesses that support me from around the city.
I see that you have mentioned the city a lot, and that's great. The city, if it has done a lot for you, we all, let's say, understand that what best than having this the support from the city. Are you involved into like the community? How can you think that you are involved, and how can you give back to the community?
I think I'm very well involved with the community. Not only do I work with the city New Bedford Public Schools, I'm also out in the community trying to be a mentor. Well, not trying to, I am a mentor to most kids in the community.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that itself holds enough weight to bring into the boxing world, or from the boxing world to my city. So
when you said the youth, that you work with the youth, I said right now we living on difficult times. And one of the things is like, sometimes they don't have direction where
100%.
to go. So since you're involved, let's say, with the youth, what is something that you can tell them as far as go, that it's not it? Sometimes, you get what I'm saying, they can get caught up in the street.
No, of course. And I mean, we all do. We all get caught up. You know what I mean? We're humans. It happens. But I think like my main thing to say to most kids is just follow your heart, follow your desires, and do what you love to do. But
Right.
just be very disciplined. I think discipline is what's gonna get you to where you need to be.
Will you be willing to be the face of the city to open up a gym?
I mean, that's a great opportunity. I think that would be cool. But I mean, like right now we have something in works that we're gonna do a boxing camp for the kids, for the youth.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Between what ages? So that way.
I'm thinking.
So I got my grandfather that is about 70 years old, so I can bring it in.
No, I mean, to answer that question, I mean, I just been sitting down with my team. We've been trying to figure that out. But as of right now, like I said, it's been in the works of us doing a boxing camp for the kids in our community, just so we can give them a little taste of what it feels like.
During what time do you guys are planning to put this into effect, that you think?
I mean, we're planning on doing it sometime soon. Maybe definitely before the end of this year.
I was reading about yourself, and there was an incident that happened to you. It's what actually happened to you? What happened?
I was just stabbed 4 times, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's part of the game. You got to charge to the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're trying to be great, you're going to have people that's going to come around and try to stop that shine from you. You know what I mean? But if you're a star, that light's never going to go out.
Did it make you, let's say, just at one point be like, hey, you know what? I don't think boxing is for me.
Nah, I don't believe in that. As long as you believe in yourself 100%, you come back from whatever it is. Time's going to get tough. Time's going to get harder, but it's all about your mindset.
All right, so you guys stabbed 4 times.
Yeah.
Is any like visible places specifically that it happened?
Man, I got battle wounds, man. I got battle scars. Yeah, I got a couple right here. I got one on my head.
Wow.
I got one on my shoulders, one on my back. You know what I mean? Broke my scapula, ripped my tissues and shit, but it's old shit, man. We back into the boxing game, man, like no tomorrow.
There's no stopping you.
Nah.
There's no stopping you.
Nah, they tried, but it ain't happening.
It ain't happening?
I don't think so. You can kill the body, but you can take the mind out, man.
Does that make you look at life differently? Is there anything that, let's say, you would change about it?
I wouldn't change anything about it. Because it made me who I am today, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Even though it happened a couple months ago, but it still made me who I am as of right now.
The day that it happened, for what I was reading, you had won a fight before that, right?
Yes.
It's amazing.
The same night. Same night.
So
man.
actually, you ended up winning 2 fights.
2 fights, man. Back to back. 2 fights back to back. You know what I mean?
Back to back.
And you know, being at the, and I experienced something real that night. You know what I'm saying? From living at the highest point of my life to the lowest point of my life, probably, all in one night, within less than 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that made me appreciate life for what it is.
That actually, in reality, just make you a champ yourself. You don't have to say it. I'm saying it because the same night, you won the fight, and on top of that, when the incident happened, which is actually was Mascarina was a stab 4 times, and he actually was able to beat it. So congratulations to you, brother. As far as it goes, you know what? God has big plans for you, and He doesn't stop here. So it's showing you that you can't stop neither, because you did it. You got to keep going.
100%.
What message do you have for the young generation that is out there, for the youth?
Man,
because
there's a lot out there, man. I feel like there's a lot of people judging the youth right now. You know, our youth is a little bit lost. So I think my message is just don't forget who you are. Don't forget yourself. Always love yourself. Want more for yourself. Go get what you want. People's gonna judge you no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, totally. Yeah, you have to.
And throughout that process, you're gonna find out that those that judge you are gonna be the same ones to support you and love you even more.
What plans do you have for the future?
I got one plan, man, and that's probably becoming a world champion one day. One day, man, to at least be top 20 in the United States, man. Just so I can have that chance and the opportunity to fight the top dogs.
Oh, by the way, let's mention on what weight class do you fight?
140.
140.
Call that welterweight.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have some names out there that is just like Javante, right?
Oh, that's cool.
You got Ryan Garcia.
But these are all fighters that's already known. You gotta be worried about the fighters that you guys don't know.
That's when you come in play.
Exactly. They don't know me. They don't know how hard I'm working. Nobody knows what my mindset is. Nobody know what I want. Nobody know
to put the pure pressure.
You know what I mean? Like
Melassa. Like they see honey and they see Melassa and they might think it's the same thing. It's not. It's come thicker, brother. Huh?
100%.
So, what actually puts a smile at the end of the day on you, because it can't be all about work. Like people gotta understand that you're a human being as well. So what makes you happy outside of the boxing world? Or in the boxing world? Because boxing is your life. We understand that.
No, 100%. Man, my daughter. As of right now, I feel like that's and I didn't even wanted to bring that up, you know what I'm saying? But like you asked me, so probably 2 weeks ago, if you was to have this interview, it probably wouldn't be it. But as of right now, 2 weeks later, I have my daughter, so I think that's the
Congratulations.
Biggest. Thank you. And I think that's the biggest, probably like the biggest blessing, and it's the biggest smile I ever put a guy on my face just off life.
That's great.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
That's great. With that being said, it's let's say when you, I said right now, what is your training like? Like how many hours a day are you trying to fight? Like are you trying to train, or you're training in order for you to become the world champion?
Anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day while working.
2 to 3 times a day?
2 to 3 times a day, man. It's you know what they say, it's not what you do with your time spent in the gym, it's what you do with your time spent in the gym. So I feel like when I go to the gym, I put in the work. You know what I mean? A lot of people might think, oh, like you're spending too much time in the gym or doing this or doing. Nah, it's all about how hard you work.
How is your daily routine as far as to go workout? Like, can you tell us a little bit about your day, basically?
So basically, what my day looks like, I wake up in the morning, I go for my miles, usually anyway from like 2 to 3. I go home, hang out with my daughter for a little bit, get ready for another training, you know, strength and conditioning, maybe boxing. By the time I get home, I'm getting ready for work. Go work, get out of work, another session.
How is your eating habits?
For me to get this far, it was a lot of discipline. You know what I mean? My eating habits, it doesn't come between me and my career much. Do I like certain stuff? Hell yeah, but like I said, as long as you maintain discipline on what you do, that shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean?
So, is there anyone out there that, let's say, on your crew, when you guys work out, do you guys have like other people got access to work out with you? Is it something that is available? Because I'm pretty sure that you got to deal with something in the city that is you call it famous or locally famous. So how do you deal with that? Like how can you go about it?
I mean, I go about it like a regular person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a very accessible person. I don't try to be who I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not this big thing. You know what I mean? You can reach out to me. You can talk to me. You can come train with me if you like. If it makes sense, if my schedule can't fit you in, far as when it comes down to the training, you can come train with me. Gotta keep up. That's it. That's all I care about. Just keep up. You know what I mean?
That's
and that's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, everybody can talk to me at any time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not trying to be here and be something bigger than I'm.
I can see that as of right now, you got a great team behind you. I see the people that you have on you. It's just like, these guys, do they make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? Because I can see it.
Absolutely. As you can see, there's no I in team, you know what I'm saying? I got great guys with me. If they're part of the team, it's because I believe in them as much as they believe in me. Great. We're here today because of them. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to my guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're making everything happen. When it comes down to fight night or when it comes down to training camp, it's something I don't have to really stress myself over. Even though before I used to, but now I don't, because now I know I got a great team behind me. I know I got people that support me. I know I got people that will take care of.
So boxing basically is something that you're doing as a full-time?
Yes.
Great.
Not yet, but we're getting there. I do it like it's full-time. I do it like it's my full-time.
So it's something that you just looking forward just to do it full-time, correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
That's great.
But that's how it starts.
That's great.
That's how it starts, you know what I mean? We just got to keep it going, you know what I'm saying? I see something bigger on the other side of the mountain. And I feel like that's why I haven't stopped or quit for nothing.
Any upcoming fights?
Right now, me and the team are in the works for it. Hopefully, before the end of this year. I can't tell you exact 1 month yet, but maybe we'll come back before the end of this year.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
So how do you think, in order for you to live the ring, how do you think you will leave that ring? How do you think that they got to take you out?
Knock me out.
And is that something that is easy to do when it comes down to fight?
They tried, but it didn't go as planned. But you can try. I mean, like right now, like I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I'm very vicious right now, man.
This is your time.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it in my soul, man. I just can't wait to come back. It's gonna be a crucial time for some fighters.
We got great fighters out there. Let's say I can see the resemble on yourself or young Mayweather. No?
I mean, he Floyd. I'm Will. Yeah. But thank you.
That can happen, right?
Yeah, for real. Nah,
he
absolutely.
might be out there.
Do I learn the game? Do I learn the game from him too? Absolutely.
Oh, he might be out there watching you right now.
Shit, shout out to him if he is, man. Come get me.
Come get you?
I need that contract.
That's it. Whoever's out there, I hope that you guys got a good fight to bring on, because the guy,
I'm coming.
His mind is just he's sharp, man. Like Gillette.
Promise to thyself, man. I'm coming.
Well, as of right now, we're gonna close it. We have Wilson Mascarina. young professional boxer from the United States. New upcoming star.
Yo, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much for having me here. I just want to give a quick shout out to all my sponsors, U7, Top Shelf, IBT, House of Sanctuary, and Healthy Bites. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.